Yeah. I know I'm hungry as well. I'm just like, oh my gosh, can I like dip out and go like fish and chips? This looks nice.
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to this video. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. If you're brand new, thank you for taking a chance on this channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video and share it with your network. Hope you enjoy. Right, so to make this easier for you and for me, we're going to tackle this in two sections. Part 1, I'll delve into the general principles that make up a heritage brand in fashion, and then in Part 2, I'll apply these principles by giving them examples of how they exist within the Thebe Magugu brand, showing you my reasons for citing the Thebe Magugu brand as a contemporary African heritage brand. Generally speaking, heritage brands draw their codes from history in order to build their identity. This could include elements such as the birthplace of the founder, the significant moment that launched the fashion house, those many years ago, or even something romantically coincidental that perhaps catapulted the brand towards a milestone. Heritage brands also use their archives and milestones to further build their identity from a historical context. Brands then take these codes and elements in this identity and they use them to sell the narrative of the brand, to sell the storyline of the brand in such a way that it's emotive and it captures the hearts of the audiences. Usually as well, these elements and codes are threaded into the products, they're threaded into the marketing communications, and even threaded into the executions of things such as showrooms and fashion shows, such as these examples from the Dior fashion house. This tactic allows the brand to both meticulously and concisely lament itself as a heritage brand and narrate its reasons why. Heritage brands also showcase their narrative through iconic clients. These brands always pair with either major clients who have long-standing relations with the brand or who resonate immensely with the brand's ethos and future values. They are also, at the time of their pairing, a snapshot of the brand taking its heritage, read as history, and placing it in a contemporary moment. Iconic stores play a crucial role in exhibiting a brand's heritage, whether they are standalone flagship stores or immersive curated spaces within larger luxury fashion emporiums. These canvases provide brands with the perfect opportunity to paint the perfect picture. These moments also allow heritage brands to shift the emotional attachment consumers have with the brand from digital or unattainable to physical and accessible and experiential. Heritage brands also have a wonderful way of showcasing their identity through the visibility of their expertise in fashion, and even more so with the specific aspects within the industry. This is usually knowledge and skills passed down generation to generation. Sometimes this comes from a place of critical thinking and understanding of cultural contexts too. As some last notes on part 1, I think it's important to point out that heritage brands do not have to be old. They can be younger. What is key is that the brand is identifiable by and through its heritage identity, and said heritage identity being irrefutably unique to that specific brand. Ooh, child, let me tell you, I was dizzy when I got to part 2. You know, when you have some research and mind map notes on how everything interlinks, and then all of a sudden it all becomes convoluted? Well, anyways, in this section of the video, I jump into Thebe Magugu and how I believe it constitutes as a contemporary African heritage brand. To start off, I'll look at the brand's about statement that's transcribed on the website, and we'll take it from there. The statement reads, Thebe Magugu is a luxury South African fashion brand. We offer ready-to-wear collections while exploring parallel concepts through multidisciplinary capsule projects. Between pillar practices of cultural honor, novelty, and uncompromising quality, we are establishing an identity marked by self-evolving timelessness. We constantly seek new ways of presenting women and men with clothing that embraces and enhances their everyday experience. Sleek, forward-looking design intersects with motifs and details that draw from our continent's storied past, complex present, and exciting imagined futures, providing smart, multifaceted clothes that mirror the inspiring qualities of the people they are made for. Now, two lines pop out for me. The first being, between pillar practices of cultural honor, novelty, and uncompromising quality, we are establishing an identity marked by self-evolving timelessness. The second line that pops out for me is sleek, forward-looking design intersects with motifs and details that draw from our continent's storied past, complex present, and exciting imagined futures. As we continue this video, I hope they resonate with you as to why. To start, the work produced by the Thebe Magugu brand is a collection of citations and essays on cultural history and identity, historical gender discourse, and its context in present times, anthropology, and even geographical locations and their roles in identity dynamics. Essentially, the brand works through archives of information, works through it critically, and contextualizes the results in contemporary times. The brand has done a good job at utilizing its founder to reinforce its heritage brand and further contextualize its development and growth as a young fashion brand. For instance, Thebe's discard theory collection was the materialization of his critical context thinking, a know-how skill usually displayed by founders and creative directors of heritage brands. He himself even says the collection was based on the idea of how luxury trickles all the way down from the top, and how he thought it was a great narrative to take these discarded items and breathe new life into them, pulling them back up into the realm of luxury fashion.
These clothes that have come down from Europe and America, merging them with my own sort of cues and almost pushing it back up into a luxury space.
In another example, the founder, Thebe Magugu, interviewed by international cultural press and providing cultural context to the relevance around recentering fashion in South Africa, speaks to the brand's position as an opinion leader in the industry. In an interview with ID magazine, Magugu goes on to say that he considers clothes as relics, something that can be passed down from one generation to another. This is yet another nod to the constant and continued reference to history and cultural history that the brand uses to build and market its heritage identity. A highlight for the Thebe Magugu brand has been working with iconic clients. In 2022, Lupita Nyong'o wore the Thebe Magugu chevron-pleated dress from the SS23 Discard Theory collection on Good Morning America. This was during her Black Panther Wakanda Forever press tour. Bad girl Riri wore the Thebe Magugu wool-fringed knitted dress with detachable bralette from the AW21's Alchemy collection, a collection exploring the changing face of African spirituality. She did this while launching Fenty Beauty in Africa. This is two incredible women of color in their prime, communicating important milestones in their careers with global audiences and wearing Thebe Magugu to do it. It speaks of how the brand's heritage resonates and aligns with people who have similar ideals and values and outward perspectives on Blackness and Africa. Part of the Thebe Magugu narrative has been aligning with global retailers who understand African fashion storytelling and have the finesse to accurately place the cultural relevance of the collection in contemporary times to consumers. Thebe Magugu is currently retailing with iconic international stores, including Merchants on Long and The Folklore. Stores of this magnitude merchandise brands by fiercely highlighting their identity and ensuring the brand story is always consistent. As a contemporary heritage brand, winning the prestigious Louis Vuitton Moet Chandon Prize in 2019 marked the industry and public validity of the brand's position in fashion. The brand was new, critically thinking, creative, and technically adept. The prize for this showmanship was a stamp of approval from the industry. Heritage brands are often expected to prove their expertise from time to time. The Thebe Magugu brand was invited by Vogue to partner with Valentino to deliver an innovative reimagining of each brand's heritage for the publication's 2022 September issue. What was birthed reverberated Magugu's considered critical thinking and bore evidence of his technical skill. The alliance between Valentino and Thebe Magugu on this project is one of the most important in modern times, as it proves to other African designers that they are valid and it is possible to enter spaces that were or maybe still are so scarcely available to them. In another stroke of genius, the Thebe Magugu brand was invited to collaborate with Christian Dior on a capsule collection, whose proceeds would benefit Charlize Theron's not-for-profit organization that does work with children and youth in South Africa. To all our awe, old merged with new, and a young, fresh capsule collection emerged boasting iconography from the past in present times. Just another piece of evidence on how the brand critically considers its cultural relevance against historic lineage. It's 2022, the Thebe Magugu brand has turned 5 years old, and to celebrate, the brand hosts a mega party with a supernova vibe. Pompeii Club 1969, held in an Egyptian pyramid replica in downtown Johannesburg.
Hennessy, I get the Corona. In the shop. 15 dog, my god. Yeah, buying Gizzy from Sod. World baby, the Maradon. On a level tagang the Sod. When I get my Suzy, give a sword. And I make guy boss sword. Nah, Katap Bagero. Nah, Katap Bagero. When I get my Suzy, give a.
Another iconic moment? Orlando Pirates, one of South Africa's most iconic heritage brands in sports, partners with Thebe Magugu on the design of their new home and away team kits in collaboration with Adidas. Heritage at its peak in South Africa. The heirloom shirt, probably my most coveted of the moments, was a phase that the Thebe Magugu brand presented consumers with the opportunity to wear their most prized and highly valued person on their sleeve. A fashion moment that both presented a chance for everyone to get in on the Thebe Magugu heritage, while also providing the opportunity for consumers to create one-of-a-kind treasures that they could pass down from one generation to another. All three of these incredible moments do not only highlight the celebration of heritage and culture, but also the creation of new and multi-layered historical moments for the brand and for the consumer, a moment to be part of that history. Using a founder's passion points is another hard-hitting cue to building a strong identity for heritage brands. It's also ideal as it usually drives the creative narrative for storytelling about the brand in both product design and marketing communications. A key passion for the Thebe Magugu brand is women, and everything and every aspect linked to mother. It's quite possibly the one element single-handedly defining the Thebe Magugu brand from its counterparts. From its mother and child heritage dresses, girl 6 girl motifs, and the new super prominent sisterhood emblem. The single concept of woman multiplied into an assortment of layers telling varying narratives yet sharing common themes. It is this kind of ingenuity from Magugu that further fortifies this brand's positioning as a formidable contemporary heritage brand, not just selling practical garments and accessories manufactured to the highest quality, designed creatively, but also merchandising history, culture, identity, and a sense of belonging. All the ideals and makings of traditional heritage brands. In Thebe Magugu's corner is time. Heritage brands do not necessarily have to be old. There are many European luxury heritage brands that are not even 100 years old just yet. This also provides the brand with plenty of capacity to further interrogate its purpose and continue to dialogue its American, Asian, and European counterparts on appropriate placement of African luxury brands in the fashion industry landscape. The brand's youth places it in a position where it can revise, recontextualize, and finesse its identity in a much more agile manner than older heritage brand, which is very advantageous. Constructing the Thebe Magugu brand identity on historical and cultural building blocks, so unique to a people and region, provides the brand with a solid foundation to strengthening its uniqueness. The distinctiveness creates a unique selling proposition, and consumers who resonate with the brand and its story will become more and more distinguishable within the market. In conclusion, as young as the brand may be, Thebe Magugu has ticked the boxes when it comes to being a contemporary heritage brand. The founder's expertise continue to showcase an acute ability to critically contextualize, allowing the brand to show both knowledgeability and technical skill. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share your thoughts and comments down in the section below. And please feel free to subscribe, like, and share this video with your network. Until the next one, bye!